So our first topic is fundamental concepts in mathematics. I'll conduct this lecture English as well as Sinhala because I know some students can't understand exactly English. Therefore, I'll conduct this in both language. Mm. In here, our business mathematics කියන්නේ ව්‍යාපාර ගණිතය ව්‍යාපාර සඳහා ගණිතය කියලා අපි කියන්නේ. In business mathematics, we are this is a basic subject which will be important for every mainstream subjects like accounting, marketing, HRM, economics, finance, as well as any kind of exam. Sometimes professional, mainly professional exams like Chartered Zima, ACCA, SIM, whatever the commerce subject, commerce stream subject are based on this. If I mention some examples, when you are calculating taxes, gross earnings, sometimes economics, under the economics, the equilibrium or national income counting, everything is based on this mathematics. So the mathematics is a very important subject. Therefore, from the beginning we have to discuss because I know you have covered these topics from your O-level time, but in A-level you used some topics but not with the business mathematics related. And the loan calculation, these are some examples when you are calculating some loans, credit, mortgage, or sometimes savings, any financial calculations. This everything is based on the basic mathematics. එතකොට ව්‍යාපාර සඳහා ගණිතයේදී අපි කතා කරද්දී ගණිතය පාවිච්චි වෙන විදිහ ගණිතය කොයි ආකාරයෙන්ද මොන මොන සබ්ජෙක්ට්ස් ඒ කියන්නේ ගණකාධිකරණය, අලෙවිකරණය, මානව සම්පත් කළමනාකරණය මේ කියන විෂයන් හැම එකටම අදාළව ගොඩනැගෙන සියලුම ගණනය කිරීම වල මූලික හරය පිළිබඳව තමයි අපි මේ විෂයේදී කතා කරන්නේ. එතකොට business mathematics කියන එක හැදෙන්නේ ඒ විදිහට. Main thing is first thing to identify the whole numbers. අපි කියන්නේ පූර්ණ සංඛ්‍යා කියලා. In here I have mentioned the points. Ones, thousands, millions, billions, trillions. Likewise, when we are calculating something, we have to use the exact numbers. The identifying numbers is very important when you are writing a check or whatever the thing. Definitely you have to write in number format as well as the written format. Therefore, in here, first thing is a decimal point is there. I show it to you. In here, decimal point is there. It means දශමස්ථානය කියලා අපි කියනවා the decimal. ඒකෙන් පස්සේ වම්මත පැත්තට දිගටම තියෙන්නේ ones, එක ස්ථානය, දහස් ස්ථානය, tens and hundreds. In here 900 is there. In the thousand section, 1000, 10,000 and 100,000 is there. After that, million points, million, 10 million, 100 million, in a billion point and trillion point is there. As an example, there is a number, call it 581,075,900. So it is in the letter, using letter format. I'll give some examples. It means some numbers to try and write this. මේ තියෙන numbers A, B, C කියලා දාලා තියෙන ඒවා ඔයාලා උත්සාහ කරලා ලියන්න බලන්න මේ වීඩියෝ එක යන අතරතුර. ඊළඟට අපි කතා කරන්නේ mathematical operation symbols, BODMAS. අපි මේක කතා කරලා තියෙන එහෙම නැත්නම් one way ගුදරි කියලා. These are the very fundamental laws that you should implement when you are calculating any kind of a calculations. So the BODMAS is brackets. It means inside the bracket, or then you have to solve the brackets. And O means order or power, means power if there is any power. And division, bedima, multiplication, guna kirima, addition, and subtraction. Make it පිළිවෙල මේක හරි වැදගත්. When you are calculating any kind of thing, this BODMAS rule you have to implement. ඒ වගේමයි rules of symbols, ධන සහ ඍණ සම්බන්ධතාවය. In here, addition, subtraction, and multiplication, division is there. When you are doing addition, plus and plus, if you add plus value and plus value, definitely it should be plus value. And minus and minus, if you add, it's a minus value. In here, plus value is very large. The next point, plus value is very large and minus value is very low. If you assume plus 5 and minus 1, if we add those things, the definitely answer should be 4. It's a plus value because highest value is plus 1. The next one is highest value is a minus value. It means when you are adding plus and minus, then answer should be minus value because the highest one is that. When you are doing subtraction, also the same rules you have to follow. In multiplication and division, if you are multiply or divide plus and plus, the answer should be plus 1. If it is a minus and minus, definitely it also should be a plus 1. It means when you are using same symbols, definitely it's a plus 1. If it's a different symbols, it means plus and minus. When you are multiplied, answer should be minus, and minus and plus, if you are multiplied, same answer should be minus. Division also same. In here, I have given some examples for you. 81 divided by 27 plus 3 multiplied by 4. When you are calculating this, when you are solving this, you can use different methods. Different method means if you are not follow the BODMAS rule, definitely you can multiply 3 by 4 or 27 plus 3 means 30. But in here, when you are solving this, you have to follow BODMAS rule. It means bracket. Is there any bracket in your first one? No. But in some points, the brackets are there. And O, if there is any power, no. But division, division is there. First, you have to solve this division and then multiplication, addition and subtraction. පළවෙනියට අපිට කරන්න පුළුවන් මෙතන බෙදීම, ඊට පස්සේ ගුණ කිරීම, ඊට පස්සේ එකතු කිරීම, මේ ආකාරයෙන් තමයි solve කරන්න තියෙන්නේ. මම උදාහරණයක් විදිහට මෙතෙන්ද කීපයක් පාවිච්චි කරා. ඒ කියන්නේ පළවෙනි සහ පස්වෙනි එක මම උදාහරණයක් විදිහට මෙතෙන්දි solve කරන විදිහ දක්වලා දෙනවා. In here, 81 divided by 27. Answer is 3, the red color answer. And then in the next step, you have to do the multiplication. It means 3 multiplied by 4. It's 12. Answer is 12. And 12 plus 13, answer is 15. If you didn't follow this method, it means BODMAS rule, you may get different kind of answer than 15. But it's wrong. Therefore, you have to follow this BODMAS rule and solve it. And question number 5 also I have done based on this format. 100 minus within bracket 4 power 2 plus 3 minus within brackets 3 plus 9 multiplied by 3 minus 4. In here, within bracket, you have to solve within bracket first, inside the bracket. In here, 4 power 2, 60. At the same time, you can do the next bracket, the multiplication, because according to the Bodmer's rule, the first thing is you have to solve this multiplication. 9 multiplied by 3. Then in the next step, 100 minus 19. How it came? 16 plus 3. And the bracket is there. You cannot remove the bracket, and minus inside the bracket plus 3 plus 27. It's 30. And minus 4. Close the bracket. And next step, here 100 minus 19 and minus 26. You have done 30 minus 4 in here, and then 81. It means 100 minus 19, 81, and minus 26. Final answer is 55. So keep in mind these methods and the steps. Definitely you have to follow these things. And exercise 2 is there. I'll upload these slides with the video, and you have to use this one also, and you can try. Right. The next topic is fractions. අපි කියන්නේ භාග කියලා. එතකොට භාගවල when you are doing calculations with fractions, normally fraction is a part of a whole. සම්පූර්ණ එකකින් කොටසක් විදිහට තමයි අපි භාග හඳුනගන්නේ. When you are presenting fractions, there are two terms, mainly numerator and denominator. හරය සහ ලවය කියලා අපි කතා කරනවා. The numerator is හරය and denominator is numerator is in the top side. It means ලවය. Denominator means හරය. It's in the bottom. අපි මෙතන පළවෙනිට ගත්තොත් භාගය කියලා තියෙනවා. It's a half. දෙකෙන් එක කියලා අපි කියනවා. ඒකේ උඩ තියෙන එක අපි හඳුනාගන්නේ numerator. ඒ කියන්නේ ළමයි විදිහට. 2 කියන එක, 2 කියන එක අපි හඳුනා ගන්නවා හරය විදිහට. And මැද තියෙන එක අපි කියන්නේ ඒක බෙදීම ලකුණ කියන එක තමයි හඳුනාගන්නේ. The exercise is there. Before the exercise, the type of fraction scale, in here first is a proper fraction. It means 2 divided by 5. If not, 5 over 2. And improper means a numerator is higher. It means 2 over 5. And compound means a mix 3, 5 over 2. And complex means 3 is there. In the numerator side, another fraction is there. 5 over 2 divided by 7. Equivalent means sometimes the fractions are equal. It means 2 over 1 is equal to 4 over 2. Likewise, the equal fractions are there. In here, the exercises are there. If we check this first one, it means 4 over 3 equal 36 over x. You have to find this x or unknown letter. I think you have some experience with this because you have done in your A level the equilibrium part. When you are calculating these things, definitely you have to find unknown values. In here also same. I'm giving some practice to remember those experience to you. Therefore, in here, 4 over 3 equal to 36. When you are solving this, you have to, there is a law, if there is any equal fractions, if the denominators are equal, definitely numerators are equal. Therefore, you know these denominators. Therefore, I'll show how to calculate it. In here, first one, 4 over 3, it means 3 divided by 4 equal to x divided by 36. To equalize these denominators, you have to multiply. First, it means 3 divided by 4. 4ෙන් 3 කියන එක 9ෙන් වැඩි කරන්න වෙනවා භාගයම මේකේ හරය අපිට 36 කරගන්න 36 කරගන්න. Therefore, in here, if you multiply it by 4 by 9 and then it's 36 and 3 by 9 it's 27 and 36 and 36 came to here, it means 36 and 36 are equal. Then at the same time, eventually x equal 27. That's the final answer. In fourth one, and also there are different kind of methods to use this to solve this. In here you can't easily identify what is denominator. Therefore, cross multiplication also you can use. Cross multiplication means 5 multiplied by m and 6 multiplied by 75. Then 5m equal 450. To isolate m, you have to divide 5m by 5 at the same time, because equal mark is there. You have to divide 450 by 5, and then answer is m equal 90. Right? Using these examples, you can do previous exercise also, the rest of the questions. In here, fractions you can convert to the decimal. Decimal means we know sometimes most of the shops are using 50% discount, 20% discount, likewise, but actually those are the fraction. It means they are converting that into the denominator as 100. 100ට කියන විදිහට හදලා තමයි ඒක පෙන්වුම් කරලා තියෙන්නේ. For the easiness, මිනිස්සුන්ට පහසු වෙන්න තමයි ඒක පාවිච්චි කරලා තියෙන්නේ. එතකොට මේ බෙදීම කියන එක ඔයාලට දශම විදිහට දක්වන්නත් පුළුවන්. And there are rounding principles. Rounding කියන principle එක තියෙනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ වට යනවා කියලා අපි සිංහලෙන් කියනවා. ඒක සාමාන්‍යයෙන් කරන්නේ අපි ගත්තොත් එහෙම 2.8 කියන එක වැටෙවුවොත් එහෙම අපි සාමාන්‍යයෙන් කියනවා 2.8 වට වෙන්න පුළුවන් 3ට to the 3 in the rounding principles. But if we have 2.4, definitely the rounding principle is 2. And also keep in mind, when you are doing roundings, අපි ගන්න මේ දශම පහ කියන එක තමයි මේ බේසික් විදිහට ගන්නෙ. But when you are doing roundings, please check, is it possible to do? Sometimes the average student per class, you may get ඉස්කෝලේ ඉන්න ළමයි 700ක් විතර. අපි ඒක ගත්තොත් එහෙම classroom තියනවා නම් 60ක්. ඒකකින් බෙදලා ගත්තොත් දශම සංඛ්‍යාවක් ආවොත් ඒ දශම සංඛ්‍යාව අපි පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ there are students. එතකොට ළමයි ඉන්න තැනක අපි දශම කියලා පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ. ඒක රවුන්ඩින් නෙවෙයි රවුන්ඩින් කරලා අපි ගන්න ඕනේ. ඒ වගේ සමහර තැන් තියෙනවා අපිට ගන්න වෙනවා. මේ පිළිබඳව අපි ඩිස්කස් කරමු ක්ලාස් එකේදී. But keep in mind rounding is based on definitely common sense. ඒක common sense කියන එක තියෙන්න ඕන rounding කියන එක හැම වෙලාවෙම round කරන්න යන්නේ අපි හැමදේම. Right. In here, how we can show this in as a percentage. Percentage කියන එක අපි කතා කරනවා. මේක rate එකක් අනුපාතයක් විදිහට අපිට දක්වන්න පුළුවන්. In here, the examples are there. You can read it. These are the very little things, but I have to discuss. And here some questions are there. There are 3 questions in your exercise. First one you have to read and do. Second one also as an example. I'll do third in here. Let's read. In 2018, Colombo progressive income tax rate were 10%. සියයට 10යි. කොළඹ වල 2018 progressive මේක assumption එක progressive tax income එකේ tax rate එක 10%, 10.8% on the first rupees 52,000. පළවෙනි රුපියල් 52,000ට 10.8යි. ඊළඟ රුපියල් 60,000ට the next 60,000 they will charge 12.75%. 75% is and 13.4% on any additional income. If there is any additional income over the first 52,000 and second 60,000, there you have to calculate 17.4% from the additional income. If your gross taxable earning for the year were rupees 200,000, what percentage of your earnings did you pay in taxes? මුළු ආදායමින් කොපමණ ප්‍රමාණයක් ඔබ බදු ලෙස ගෙවනවද කියන තමයි මෙතන අහලා තියෙන්නේ. The answer I have calculated using Excel, but you have to do by yourself. First level, in first level, I have mentioned here levels, tax rates, and income and tax. First, in first level, 52 for the first 52,000, they are calculating 10.8%. See the highest mark. In second level, for the 60,000, they are calculating 12.75%. And third level, the balance is there. This 88,000 came. You have to subtract 52,000 and 60,000 from this 200,000, and the balance is this 88,000. එතකොට මේ 88,000 වලට 17.4ක් 17.4ක පොලියක් ගන්න වෙනවා. එතකොට මේ ටික කැල්කියුලේට් කරාම ඔයාලට එනවා 5616ක් 7650ක් and 15,312 565,616 7,650 and 15,312. When you add those three, you will get 28,578. But that's not answer because the question is what percentage of your earnings did you pay in tax? The percentage of tax from your earnings, you have to calculate 28,578 578 divided by 200,000 and multiplied by 100. The answer is 14.289%. And all students, keep in mind you have to use the scientific calculators for your mathematics. You have to use, as well as the permission is there uh, at the end exams or any kind of exams at the university. You can use the scientific calculators. Therefore, always try to use and practice with that. The next one is algebraic expressions. අපි කියන්නේ බීජීය ප්‍රකාශන කියලා. Because if there is any kind of a whole numbers, pure numbers, අපි ගත්තොත් පූර්ණ සංඛ්‍යා කියන එකට ගත්තොත් ඒක it has an exact value. ඒකට තියෙනවා නිශ්චිත අගයක්. But literally ඔයාලට මතකද නැහැ අපි පාවිච්චි කරා economics වල QD equal A ධන BX. QS equal A ඍණ BX කියලා ඒ වගේ සමීකරණ. එතකොට මේ letters වලට we give different values and calculated. We use because we can give different kind of meanings to these letters. In here the example is there. එතකොට මේ වගේ meaning එකක් දීලා අපිට පුළුවන් algebraic expressions කොහොමද හැසිරෙන්නේ කියලා බලන්න. In here main point is the numerical coefficient as well as the literal coefficient is there. So to make it an example එක තමයි the expression of 12H says that must take hourly wage rate. hour එකට රුපියල් 12යි wage එක. එයා වැඩ කරන පාය ගානෙන් ගුණ කරන්නේ ඒගොල්ලෝ expression එකක් දෙනවා. rupees 12 H. එතකොට වැඩ කරන පාය ගාන H විදිහට allocate කරාම අපිට easily we can easily calculate the his salary. In here some exercises are there, the addition and subtraction in algebra and multiplication and division. For that I'll do the first and fourth one. In here within brackets 5 minus 3x plus 2y close the bracket plus open bracket x minus 7 plus 4y close the bracket, and then you have to remove the bracket. When you are removing the bracket, we have assumptions. In here plus 1 is there. I'll mark here plus 1 is marked. In here plus 12 is there, and also 1 mark is there. So when you are doing any kind of a when you are removing this bracket, you have to multiply it from this plus 1 by plus 1 this. In here plus 1 multiplied by 5, and then plus 1 multiplied by minus 3x, the answer is 3x, and then 2y. In here plus value is there, and plus 1 multiplied by x plus x, plus 1 multiplied by minus 7, plus 1 multiplied by 4, so plus 4y. So when you are solving this, you can use another step also, because some related letters are there. It means 5 and minus 7. You can calculate 5 plus minus 7. The answer is minus 2, because large one is minus 7. And minus 3x and plus x. Answer is minus 2x, because plus x is there, minus 3 is there. And then plus 2y plus 4y is there. When you are adding these things, plus 6y. This is the final answer. And when you are doing subtraction, you have to check, is there any inside bracket things? Yeah, but there is no any calculations inside the bracket. Therefore, you have to remove the brackets. 6 multiplied by r, 6r, 6 multiplied by minus 5, minus 30, and always keep in mind this minus 3 is not with the 4. It means relate with this bracket, because in here for the separation the minus mark is there. Therefore, in here minus 3, you have to get this minus 3 as same as to here, and then minus 1 multiplied by 4, minus 4, and minus 4, sorry, minus 1 multiplied by minus r. The answer in here you have to get plus r. It's a mistake for me, but in here you have to get plus r. I'll change it as a plus r. It should be plus r. And then this is also wrong, way wrong. And then 6r minus 30. For the 6r, they are equal 6r minus 3r. It means answer is 3, and then plus r, and then plus r. So answer is 4r. And then minus 30 minus 4. Then you have to add. The answer is minus 34. I'll upload the edited version, but this is the final answer. Therefore, you have to identify these calculations, how you can do it, and practice with the balance part. And then the division and multiplication. First one is multiplication is there. In here, the inside bracket, some kind of a relationship is there. It means 6x plus 2 plus 2. If you add, plus 4 is there. And when you are multiplying, each of the expression have to multiply it by the next bracket. Therefore, 6x multiplied by 3x minus 2 plus 4 multiplied by 3x minus 2. The answer is 6 multiplied by 3, 18, x multiplied by x, x power 2, minus 6x to 12x, plus 4 multiplied by 3x, 12x, and 4 multiplied by 2, minus 4. The answer is, because you have to settle this plus 12 and the minus 12. So the answer is 18 power 2 minus 8. And the next one, division. It means as a denominator 5x is there. Therefore, you have to try, when you are doing this, you have to get, if you try to get from the numerator calculations, the common factor for all of these three as a 5x, then you can settle down it. Check it, can you get it or not? But I think you can get it. If the 5x is common, make it පොදු පදයක් අපි එළියට ගන්නවා. As a 5x, 5x is common, then you have to get the bracket, and 5x is there, and if you divide 30x power 6 divided by 5x. Then you have to get 6x power 5, and then plus 5x power 3 is there. එතකොට 5x තුන්වෙනි බලය 5x වලින් බෙදුනම x බල 2, x power 2, and then minus 10x power 3 divided by 5x, then 2x power 2, close the bracket, and then you can settle this 5x and this 5x. Answer is 6x power 2 plus x power 2 minus 2x power 2. This is the final answer. Now you can do the